Hi guys, so we're doing a quick video on how to sex your young king quail. So this one is a wild type. These guys are a lot easier just because they exhibit all of the typical things that people are told to look for, which is this black and white bib coming in, if he'll move his head. Yeah, so you can see white feathers with little black tips coming in, and I am barely holding him. He's perfectly fine there. Yeah, very relaxed now, but he's gonna start doing his typical crazy pants things in a moment. And then we also have these blue breast feathers coming in as well. This is another typical trait on a lot of color types, but the most obvious one that is generally fairly widespread is the red vent. It's not very pronounced on him yet, but it is going to come in a lot more within the next few days. So, very pretty young dude. Oh, I know you're dramatic. So here we have a female golden pearl. You can see that she's got spotting around the breast, no blue coming in, and she does not have any black or white markings coming in on the face. And she's also got nice purling coming in, which on this color type, when the hens get that golden brown head, that's going to be a female. The males, like the wild types, will develop their male plumage a lot faster. You can also see like no blue at all in the breast here. I almost tipped my phone. And no red coming in her vent area either. Male golden pearls look very similar to male wild types, but they will have a white forehead, the typical purling on their backs in most cases, and they can also have white eyeliner as well. This is a little blue face male. Just a forewarning, he is very dramatic, and he's probably going to start making distress noises because he's a big baby. But here, now these guys are, I believe, 14 days old today. Here you can see he's just barely starting to get that little bit of blue around his face, and not really visible in this lighting, but he is beginning to show some blue here in the breast as well. There was one feather here that I had, but I lost it again. But yeah, the best you can tell right now is this tiny patch right at the top of his throat there is turning blue. And on these guys, the trait that tends in to come a day or so sooner than that is these nice, really deep red feathers here. So you can see this really, really red one mixed in is going to turn into a red vent on this bird. Now here's a silver where I'm leaning either male, more likely, or also just can't really tell yet, because as you can see, there's not much patterning there. There's not much on the back either in terms of the barring that the other bird had. It's just streaked. And there's no pink coming in yet either. This bird is also a silver red-breasted, so if it is male, it should get a nice pink toning all the way around up in this area. And it is also a very dramatic baby. Now here we have a white bird. White birds will never exhibit any red tinting, like no pink or orange like you'll see on the silvers. They won't have a bib. These guys have to be sexed via behavior, so you have to watch for mature males tidbitting, which is when you give them a treat and they call the females over, things like mating or egg laying. They also do a territorial growling sort of purr, especially if they're separated from their ladies. Even if the lady's just on the other side of the enclosure and he wants her to come over, they can start doing that. Here we have an adult male blueface. You can see he's got this really pretty blue breast here. He's also got red eyes, which is pretty typical of adult males in most color types. And he's got this really nice red vent with the blue extending down here as well. It can appear gray, but that gray-blue is still a male thing in most color types. Here we have a red-breasted cinnamon male. You can see he's also got this bit of a bib on him. Females can have a bib, it just tends to be smaller. His honestly is a little bit on the small side. You can see he's also got some blue tinting, and he's got all this red, like a bunch of it. So a really clear dude here, who also does not appreciate being held. He's a rescue. He's not ideal temperament, so he's kind of just here.